Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. I am Coach Lori Anne, America's #1 take action success coach and strategist, empowering, educating, inspiring, and igniting people to take action with jet propulsion. We assist people to find and embrace their life purpose, live their highest version, become the best version of themselves, and forge a strong foundation to soar to success. Find more information about how to work with me and my team. Visit us at ldcstrategies.com or Lori Anne Casdia or coachlorianne.com. Our goal here at Healthy Lifestyle is to empower minds, educate hearts, inspire action, and ignite success so you can choose to have a fulfilled, healthy, emotional, spiritual, and physical life, to live the life you have always wanted and dreamed. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day on Healthy Lifestyle. As you know, we're going to give you some verbal caffeine to light you up with possibilities. Today on our show, we have my friend, Christina Cooke. She is our beauty magician. She's also known as Christina Bella. So she's from Matrix Massage and Wellness. She's a licensed massage therapist as well as a licensed Reiki Master teacher. She also is a licensed esthetician, and she's done this for over 20 years. As a Reiki practitioner for over 15 years and a Reiki Master teacher for over 4 years. She has lived on Long Island most of her life, and she has an office in Patchogue, New York. And I want to welcome Christina to the show. Welcome, Christina. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So, my friends, my massage therapist friends, you are amazing at what you do. Let's just roll back and let our listeners understand. How did you get into massage therapy? Because my understanding is you used to be behind computers.
Yes, I was a computer programmer and I wasn't passionate about my job. I mean, I liked it. It paid the bills, but I wasn't truly happy.
Wasn't your heart center, right?
Exactly. So I started getting into essential oils and what they could do medicinally for the body and
Yes.
alternative therapies. Like instead of taking a pill for a sore throat, apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, and honey. I could explain that one later if you want. So one day I was working on, because I would work on friends and family, but I wasn't getting money for it. I'm not licensed to do anything like that. And I was working on a boyfriend. He had something going on. And he said, he said, you're so good at this. He's like, you're so passionate about it. Why don't you go to for school for something like this? You're miserable at your job. So that was a pivotal moment for me, changed the trajectory of my life. I thank that boyfriend for all my heart. He was there with me through a lot. And I quit my white collar job and went to school.
I love it. So when you did that, the courage you had to leave a job and go back to school, what did that feel like?
It was difficult because my daughter was very young at the time and I was working full time. So to go to school full time and work full time and have a single mom at the full time,
I
it was
get
quite a challenge.
Yeah, I get you on that. And what school did you end up going to for massage therapy?
I went to New York College in Syosset
Yeah.
and they had a great program for massage and acupuncture and herbal medicine.
Yeah.
And I ended up, here's a funny side note. I quit my job about a few months in because it's a 2-year program with no breaks. Instead of semesters, they had trimesters. And it was very grueling for 2 years. And I ended up going to work at my friend's boyfriend's construction company. And I was painting at night over in like the Hamptons and stuff, like the people getting ready for their summer homes.
Yeah.
And I was making more money painting at night than I was at my white collar computer job.
Whoa, that's amazing.
So I
But
was a professional painter.
oh, that is so cool. See, I learned another thing, another tool that you have in your toolbox. So the things we are able to do in order to do the things we love to do. And I know you love what you do. You can see it all over your face. I know it when you're in the middle of it, and that transition, that courageous step, that taking the step to pursue something that you're passionate about. Well, I talk about whispers and nudges, right? I talk
Hmm.
about that. That was a whisper and a nudge, and that boyfriend was in your life to give you that message specifically.
I absolutely agree with that. And I'm grateful that I had that angel.
Yeah, that's the magic of life, that there are just people who give you that, oh, okay, let me do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And they point out the obvious things that we're like, well, this is what we do. We take things for granted. It's not similar, but it's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. Is that I'm able to sing harmony automatically. I thought everybody could hear harmony when they sing. My mother was like, no, everybody can't hear harmony. And I was like, oh. So you kind of take your gifts for granted because you just assume everybody can do it. If I could do it, everybody can do it, right? But those things aren't natural. And you're so good at it. I love it when you're massaging someone and you're really energetically involved in it as well. But then you also start calling out like muscle names and things like that. And I'm like, what now? And I love that. So when you went to school, you learned all about that, or did you know that before you went to school, or what was that about? Because I find it intriguing because I know nothing medically. Other
Okay.
than like I know herbology and things like that. I'm a certified herbalist, but that's different. I don't have to know all the muscles. I have to know what's causing what.
There was quite some classes. We had to take extensive classes on learning the muscle itself, the origin of the muscle, the insertion of the muscle, the innervation of the muscle.
Well, what
Not
does
only
that
did it,
mean? Stop. What is
oh,
that?
sorry. Basically, you have this muscle and you have an origin where the muscle originates
Okay.
and where it inserts so it could do its job. And
Okay.
then you have the nerve that activates the muscle from your nervous system.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So we had to take neurology, myology, which is the study of muscles,
Oof.
kinesiology, the study of movement, pathology, which is the study of diseases. We had to know what was contraindicated. I'm not going to do this kind of massage on this person. There might be a person, I might have to send them to like a doctor for something if I saw something. I couldn't
Right.
diagnose it, but I'd have to send them.
Well, you witness something and you have suspicion, so then you're like, you
Yeah,
might want to get this checked out, and you work closely with chiropractors too, right?
correct.
You work with chiropractors, they'll do the structural and then you'll do the muscular.
Yes. And that's why I say the perfect trifecta is the massage therapist to work on the muscles, the chiropractor works on you structurally, and the physical therapist is like this super person who can train your muscles to be stronger. So
Yeah.
think of like a personal trainer on steroids. Like physical therapists are amazing
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they can do.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. And you always say to me, communication is crucial. Why? Why is it crucial? And you mean for the patient, for the person receiving the massage to communicate with you and you to communicate back? Is that what you mean?
That's exactly what I mean. When I first get together, especially if someone's brand new, have you ever had massage before? I do a full intake of their experience, also what they're experiencing, why they come to see me, what their goals are for the massage. I speak to them realistically, like, if you're doing this repetitive motion for 5 years, I'm not going to get you out of pain in one treatment, but we're going to work on this together.
Expectation management. Yeah.
That's a great way to say it. Yes. And
Yeah.
that's why you're one of the people that inspire me because
Oh.
you're amazing. So I will sit with my patient and I will talk to them and I will explain to them what's going to happen, especially if they've never had massage before. Is I can do different types of massages. We could relax you. We could do a sports massage and stretch you. We could do hot stones. We can do, hot, warm towels. Medical massage is what I specialize in. I take insurance and I have the most amazing billing company that helps me out, Serpe Consulting Corp.
Nice shout out. I like
Yeah,
it.
that they're awesome. So what I do in the treatment is I tell people, I say, this is our first massage together. So I call this the trust massage. You can meet me and decide you like me, but your muscles and nervous system need to trust me. And that's independent of your thought process. So we're going to develop a trust. This way, the next time you see me, your muscles will relax more. Muscles have memory. They'll remember me and they'll say, okay, this woman's trying to help me. And it's a good foundation. It's a good basis for our relationship, which is what you have when you have a massage therapist. You have this working relationship to get your body feeling better and moving better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a know like trust relationship that you're developing.
Mhm.
And what are the good reasons to go to a massage therapist? You know, some people think it's, all fluff and it's just about relaxation. It's way more than that, right? It helps your structural being so that you can perform and you could be in your best condition, don't you think?
Absolutely. Now, what happens is, even if people came to me and said, I just want to relax, they could have a lot going on in their life. Someone could be sick, someone could be going through a divorce. Stress is the number one killer with humans. And if they come to me and say, I just want to relax, okay, well, would you like something deeper? Like, if I find something, do you want me to get into it, or do you want me to just relax you and just do a lot of light strokes and, just kind of bliss you out? We'll do some Reiki if you'd like. That's why communication is crucial,
Yeah.
because I really want us to have that connection, that we're on the same page. So it'll be a win-win.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'll make you feel better.
No doubt, no doubt in my mind on that. So, who should not come and do massage? Are there any walks of life that shouldn't get massages, or is that it's a universal thing that is really important to your system?
Okay, so with massage therapy, you have to know your patient. So if somebody comes to me, if they're just getting over a cold, let's say, I'm just letting you know, by working on your body, this could kick up the cold germs that might be settled in your muscles. You could feel a little bit worse. Tomorrow you might be a little more congested. You're going to drink plenty of water regardless of any massage that
Why?
you get.
And I'm always told to do that. Drink water. They always like, drink water. Here's some water.
Yes.
Drink some water. Water, water, water. Why is that? Aren't you moving around the toxins, getting them out of the muscles? That's what's causing cramping sometimes. And then
And that is
you
why you
move
want to drink to flush it. Yeah.
flush it out. Yeah. So drinking water, number one guide is take action and drink water. Okay, go ahead.
So another thing I wanted to mention too, while we're on the water topic, with a brand new person, I'll tell them, please don't eat anything heavy at least an hour before you come. I want the blood in your circulatory system, not in your digestive tract. So that's very important as well. When you go for a massage, don't eat a big meal and go get a massage.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of reminds me of those, and this might be a throwback. You may not, you might be too young for this. I don't know if they did that continually, but we used to watch these movies in school when I was in high school, and it was like this little army that would go through your body when they were trying to explain your body to you. Do you remember those? Um,
I do.
yeah, I remember that. So I have this vision of the whole army going over to help your digestive system, and somebody's like, "No, she's getting a massage. Go the other way." Going the other way. So you're those are yeah. It's a circus
I
up in
think the
my brain.
video.
I used to love those. I'm like, oh, I get it now. The little guy's talking down the headset to the other little guy in my stomach.
Oh
So
yeah,
remember
the
that?
antibodies and
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I really remember that. I mean, it struck a nerve, and it was a visual that I could remember. But that's what I was seeing when you were talking about that. Is that you don't want to eat before. Also, you're going to be pressed on. You're pressing on them and stuff like that. If you have a full tummy, it's not going to be comfortable.
once in a while I'll get somebody that, oh, I couldn't help it. I had to eat. I will start them face up, because if you're face down, it's very uncomfortable to be face down right after you eat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll even start them in an inclined position so they can have a little time to digest their food.
Yeah, yeah. I love this. And you incorporate different types of massage into your treatment and you really tailor to the individual. You're not a cookie cutter massage. It's not like buy this massage and this is what you're going to get. It's really who are you? What are you about? You treat them what I would say holistically, entirely, understanding who they are. And the more you get to know them, the better you can treat them. And the more, and I love the way you say that our muscles remember because each cell is a living thing. So our muscles would remember that. That's that muscle memory that people talk about. You got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it, and your muscles will know what to do. Same
Correct.
thing with massaging, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what, I might be working on somebody one week, and then 2 weeks later we'll be talking, and I'll just sense that once I touch the muscles, you know what? We're going to go a little bit lighter and we're going to stretch them. Like, it's just no two massages are alike, even if it's the same person, even if I only see you a week later,
Yeah.
because I need to get in there and assess the situation. And I really need to listen to what you're telling me you need. A lot of people, I mean, most people I see are low back or neck and shoulders. So I will bolster those areas while you're face down and put you in a more anatomically correct position. And a lot of my new people is, oh, no, no massage therapist has ever done that to me. And I'm like, okay, well, just, communicate with me. Let me know how it feels. Breathe into it. It might feel weird at first, but you should sink right into them. If you don't let me know, I can move them or remove them.
Right.
But I do like to, I try not to get too technical. I'm sorry. But yeah, I try to put you in a more anatomically correct position.
Gotcha.
And another big one is I will tell people, and again, if you've never had a massage from me, if you tell me neck and shoulders and low back, I'll probably put you face down first and I'll tell you before you even get on the table. When you turn over and you're face up, that's when I'm going to work on your neck and shoulders because I find instead of pressing down and pinning you on the table, it's much more relaxing for you to be face up because if I'm using your body weight to do what I have to do, and if I give you any like a little bit too much, you could just simply do this and kind of lift up a
Lift
tiny
up.
bit
Yeah.
and I'll know to let go. Also, a lot of the things I do, if anyone's ever been to a chiropractor, all the moves that I do are just very relaxing and soothing and then they adjust you, which is that's what they do. That's their job to loosen you up and then structurally put you back into place. I do all those same moves, except I don't do any sudden movements. I do not adjust you. Even if I feel you're subluxated, I work with the muscles. And
Subluxated? What is that?
oh, sorry. If you're if your
Calm it down, Christina. I don't understand you.
if your bones are out of place.
Oh, bones out of place. Okay.
Yes, muscles pull bones. Muscles are stronger than bones. And I release the muscles, and sometimes, muscles just, I'm sorry, sometimes the bones just magically fall back in place. And sometimes I feel them go. And sometimes people say, oh, that was so great. And I'll say, okay, yeah, your muscles let go of the bones. Because
Yeah.
it's not my intention to do a chiropractor's job. But if
Right.
the muscles loosen and it happens, it's a bonus.
Yeah, absolute
I
bonus.
don't charge you extra.
The other thing I love about you is you always wear scrubs. You always like you have your whites on. You come in professional. Your office is very boho-y, and I love
Yeah.
that feel. You had said something, I can't remember what it was. Maybe you remember, but it was associated with that you had this boho look, but professional look on you. So your office was like relaxed and chill, but you were very medically, clinically professional.
Correct. And again, sometimes people get that white coat syndrome where they get nervous if they're in a very, like, I don't want to use the word institutional, but a very sleek, very,
Dark. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
plain. So I make it's very relaxed. There's a lot of colors, but they're soothing.
Yeah.
Anyone that walks in is just, I love looking at their faces and they just kind of look around like, wow, like,
Yeah.
but I always wear scrubs most 99% of the time, unless I've known you for years and I'm only coming in for you. And I might have on yoga pants and a t-shirt, but most of the time I do wear scrubs
Yeah.
because I want you to understand. And it's almost like it's a boundary. Like, here, you know what? I'm a medical professional. I'm going over what I'm going to do with you, whether it's a facial or a massage
Right.
or even something to do with Reiki. Yeah. So there's that nice contrast.
Yeah, no, I love the contrast. The dichotomy works. It's like,
Thank
oh, it's like
you.
real chill, but she's very professional. But it's real chill, and I like that because it just it provides an automatic relaxation. And I know that you massage a lot of teachers because you take insurance, do a lot of professionals like teachers, people in school districts. There's a lot of stress associated with what they do and working with children every day, and it's a lot of high energy. I think junior high school teachers should get combat pay, and I think like first grade and
Absolutely.
kindergarten people, those teachers, I just think they're magical because it's nonstop energy. I used to be a class mom, and I would go in there and I would do one day for like 2 hours, and I was exhausted. And she does this every single day, so I think they're magical, and they should come in and get massages from you. And you really do specialize a lot with the teachers, so I do recommend that you reach out to Christina at Matrix Massage and Wellness. Especially if you're a teacher, she is, really in that mode. And that my mom and dad were teachers too. I always praise and lift up our teachers because God bless them for doing what they do. But you are a beauty magician. With that said, my good friend, Christina Cooke, Bella, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. I want to talk to you about the other license that you have, which is being an esthetician. And I love this part too. I'm not knowing a lot about it. So we're going to take a short break and we're going to come right back. You're listening to Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. I am Coach Lori Anne, and we are here today with Christina Cooke, Christina Bell, whatever that case may be. She has lots and lots of names, but she is the beauty magician with her massages, and she is an esthetician as well. But I am Coach Lori Anne, America's #1 Take Action Success Coach. And if you'd like to be a guest or lift up your business product or not-for-profit, or if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please email us at healthylifestyle with LA at gmail.com. Yes, I do talk New York fast. So healthy lifestyle with LA at gmail.com. Christina, you have no idea how many comments I get about the fact that I speak rapid fast. And I always say, strap in. I just talk New York fast. So I will tell you that as a result of the work that we do with our clients grow their business anywhere from 75 to 200% over the course of 12 to 18 months. And our team teaches founders, entrepreneurs like you how to put a sustainable business model under their dream or follow your dreams, put them into action, right? Taking action. Our clients gain more clarity. They take more powerful actions. They have more focused energy and they are happier. You know why? Because they make more money and have more free time to do what they love to do and spend time with the people who they love. And of course, they become the next best version of them. So if you want to feel educated, empowered, inspired, and ignited, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you, lbcstrategies.com. In the meantime, we're coming back to Christina Bella Cooke, who is our beauty magician. She is also our massage therapist and Reiki Master. She is also an esthetician. In the first part, we spoke about the fact that all the massage gave us a little bit more insight on the importance of massage and different things and how our muscles have memory. And now I'd like to talk more about being an esthetician. For people who don't know what an esthetician does things like facials. I'm sure that you've heard about that. But what else do you do? And why should we go to an esthetician? Because I got to tell you, I was quite into my senior years before I ever got a facial.
Me too. So basically, I'm sure you've all heard about getting a facial. It's just cleansing your skin, exfoliating. The skin is the biggest organ in your body. It's called your integumentary system.
Bless you.
And and what I love to tell people when they first come in, especially if they've never had a facial before, I'll say, did you ever go to a dermatologist before? No matter what age they are. And I will always say this for any human that has skin. I will say you need to see a dermatologist to get a baseline, just to check the little things, that little imperfections, if you would, in your skin. It could be something, the start of something that you want to catch. You want to have early detection. So with that being said, as we get older, our cell turnover rate, which is the rate the layers of your skin come off your body in your shower, while you're sleeping at night, we're just constantly, our body's in a constant state of shedding.
Ew.
I know. But when we get older, that cell turnover rate goes from like a baby, which is 7 to 14 days to do a full layer, to a person my age that it's a couple months.
Really?
So yeah.
So is that why the elasticity goes down a little bit?
Correct. And that's why we look older in age.
Right.
So you want to keep cleansing your skin and exfoliating and doing little facial massage and
do you do the facial yoga? Do you like does that really work? Does that help? Because I do the yoga.
It really works.
Okay.
It does really work.
I'll keep doing it.
It does really work. And I love to educate people, like even as far as like with massage, your sleep positioning, stretching, drinking water. It's good to do facial exercises. It's great to wash your face.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, myth or fact? If you use like those silk pillowcases, is that good for your skin and your? I know it's good for your hair.
I use them. Yes.
So the silk pillow covers are good.
Because it doesn't, like a cotton one would, or like a t-shirt material one, which I used to love. You could actually feel it. It like kind of pulls, but the silk one, you just kind of,
Glide
yeah,
on,
the
yeah, but
satin,
it's hard to hold
satin.
on to it. The pillow goes all over the place. So
So basically, yeah, you want to do a good exfoliation. Not only am I working on your skin, I'm doing a massage. Sometimes we're doing steam. We'll do a nice mask that just puts all kinds of delicious vitamins and
so the
good stuff
steam
in.
opens up the pores,
Yes,
and
which I don't always use the steam because I have to cleanse your skin and do a facial analysis. I have to do some points to see, you know, I have to check to see if you're sensitive, oily, or dry. Let's just leave it. Yeah, I don't want to get too technical,
right.
but sometimes I might find that doing steam might exacerbate certain things.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I have to inspect the skin under a magnifying light and lamp just to make sure, like a magnifier, just to make sure. I mean, there might be parts of your skin that it could open that I won't want to touch.
Okay.
Again, I just have to assess the situation. Kind of like massage, I assess the situation, make sure you're good for massage. I have to make sure you're good for a facial.
Is so large pores, small pores? What's better, or does it not matter?
Actually, larger pores is oily, so it has a meaning to it. I mean, there are things you could
I
do
thought
to
that just meant
close
I
up.
was Italian.
Well, we are oily. We have the tendency to be oily when we're Italian.
Yeah, no,
But
that's why I have good skin because I have a lot of moisture going on here.
awesome skin. You look a lot younger. That's great.
Thank you to my mom. I have nothing to do with it. It's all genetics, I think. But yeah, so the large pores are means you're oily. The smaller pores, it's not a good and bad. It just is. It's just what it is.
Yes, and some people have combination skin. So I have to do that analysis to figure out which products I'm going to use on you. Now,
Right.
if you have sensitive skin, I got to make sure that when I'm doing the work that I'm not irritating you. I get people you know, that have acne, and I have to find out if they're on any specific kinds of medication of acne, because if they are, there are certain products that are contraindicated, which means I can't use them.
Right.
I don't, the whole thing is safety. Whether I'm massaging you or I'm doing a facial on you, I want you safe.
And
So,
fact or fiction. I love doing this. Fiction. That men can't have facials.
okay, men can have facials.
Oh, so it's a fiction. I knew that.
Oh my gosh, it's such a fiction.
And it's so good for them, right? Because they get the stubbly issues and stuff like that. You can help them with that, right? From the
Of
beards.
course.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get that rugged, ruddy. I mean, not that they want to have baby smooth skin because they're men, but they have facial hair. They need exfoliation just as much as we do. And
Yeah.
as they get older, just like we do, we all have skin that ages.
Yeah.
What I tend to call, like with my male clients, I'll say, listen, you come in for a skin treatment. Another thing they love to do is, and this is good for anybody, think about your back. Think about in the shower. How do you exfoliate? How do you clean your back? You can exfoliate your arms, you could exfoliate your face. What about your back? You need a special brush for that one.
Yeah. That's why you're supposed to use a face cloth because it's a helping exfoliate all that skin off, right? And if you have
Uh-huh.
one of those back thingies, you could do it, but you're not going to do it special. But I loved it. I loved it when you said to me, because we were talking before the show, and you said, yeah, some people have back knee. And I was like,
Acne.
that's adorable. So, and it's true.
It's
So when
not
they have that,
adorable, but
but I mean, it's adorable name for something that is very uncomfortable, right? But
yeah,
you could actually get a skin treatment and
correct.
be able to have work on the back and have a facial on the back, but it's a back treatment, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Men and women.
men and women can do this. They would lie face down. Again, massage therapist brain. I'm bolstering you so you're in an anatomically correct position.
Right. Under
You're
your
face
shoulders,
down.
under your hips to kind of give that straightening
Uh,
out of the spine, right?
exactly.
I
You're
listen
so
when you
good.
talk, girl.
You're so good. So I will cleanse the back. I'll examine it under the light. I'll note anything. And that is why it's so good to go to a dermatologist to get the baseline. So let's say you have some kind of a mole and I start to see it growing or it's asymmetrical. I'll say, you know what? When was the last time you were at your dermatologist? Why don't you just go get another skin check? I won't say I saw anything. If anybody asks me if I saw anything, I say, listen, I'm not going to diagnose you. I'm not telling you to run to the ER. I'm telling you to go to the dermatologist.
Right.
So just kind of like to calm their fears.
Right.
But yeah, I do exfoliation. I could do the steam on the back and it's just, you just melt. And then I turn them over and we'll do like a little bit of a skin treatment. Men and women, everyone, anybody that has skin needs to cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize.
So why? Is it do the men have in their heads that this is only for girls and that, it's not manly to go to, why do
But
we have
that's
that
just it.
terrible
They think it's not manly. Like some men, I won't get a pedicure. Have you ever had one? Your feet need it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think they're afraid that they're going to have to put color, and it's okay if you want to put color on, but you don't have to put any nail polish on. But get your feet taken care of because ew,
And I mean, petties are great, And
petties
and
are
once a man does a petty, they're hooked. They love it.
yeah,
And it is a manly thing. It's a manly thing to take care of yourself. It's
yes,
called self-care. And even if you come twice a year, it'll be good to have a really good cleansing of your back and your face.
yeah.
And
Preach it, sister, preach it.
yeah.
I love it.
So the back knee is back acne, and it's an actual term, back knee. And that's why I mean, it is a cute word, but it's not. People come in and they're very self-conscious about it, especially now that it's the summertime.
So it's a good thing, is what you're saying, for men to get their body taken care of just as much as it is for women, and they can get skin treatments. They can call it whatever they want, but just get it done,
Exactly.
right?
Get
I
it done.
Yeah, I love that you not only do you give massages, not only do you take care of everybody's skin as an esthetician, you also look out for them and you're like, hey, you might want to go talk to a doctor. Or if you see something, you mention it and say, you might want to consider doing this. Again, not making any diagnosis, but just saying what you observe just to check it out, to just be safe. That's what people who care about you do for you in your life. And sometimes people don't see that because they're not looking at you structurally and they don't have the same background. So something that people are used to, they may see a mole and it's always been that mole, so they don't see any different. But you
Hmm.
may see it because week over week over week, you'll notice those differences. So how do you remember from person to person, like that it was changed? Is it just intuitive because you know that person?
Most of it is, but I will mark it down. Like when I
Oh,
first massage someone, I just kind of make little, because I have my notes that I make, because even if they're not, even if they're a private pay person, I still keep meticulous notes because I want to know you as much as I can. And every once in a while, I go over the paperwork and I'll read over it. I just want to make sure you're safe. And I've had men say to me, I would never do that. And I'm like, you know what? Could you at least go to a dermatologist? Even if you never come for a facial or a back facial or any kind of scrub or any professional treatment like that,
in treatment, yeah.
um, just please go to the dermatologist and get a baseline. It is so important. So many people, I mean, if I just could put a plug here, Jimmy Buffett died of skin cancer.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
big Jimmy Buffett fan. And I believe if it's early detected, nobody has to die from it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why I'm really even more passionate about it now because he's one of
And
my
we have to
favorite.
be our own advocate no matter what it is.
Yeah.
We have to be our own advocate. We know our body's the best. I know sometimes doctors want to give me certain medications and things like that. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, give me something else because I'm not taking that. I'll take, I'll do something else, but I won't do that. So again, Matrix Massage and Wellness, Christina Cooke. And they can reach you at what? 631-219-1200,
Correct.
631-219-1200. Yes, yes, yes. I love that they can reach out. Not only do you do teachers, you do EMS, right? You do a lot of town workers, and everyday people. Anybody who's working, you really need to do a massage. I believe firmly that everybody should have a weekly massage if they could fit it into their budget. At least do it once a month. At the bare minimum, do it once a month. And a lot of insurances cover it now.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I say everybody that has a body, because we're all doing stuff. If you sit at a desk all day, you're probably gonna need something done with your hips. I mean, it's, police men and women, they wear those gun belts. Those things are so heavy. They've
Yeah.
got this bulletproof vest on. I mean, it's just
Not to mention
there's a
stress.
lot of
Yeah.
professions. Construction workers have to like bend and torque in a little small spaces and carry heavy things. Everything we do is so physical.
Yeah. So we have to
Uh,
take care of ourselves. Self-care is important, is what I'm hearing, Christina.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, it is. It really is. So, what's your passion here? Why do you love to do this? Because you're such a love bug. You're such a sweet human. What you all are hearing is who she is, just a sweet, loving human being who loves other people and just wants to help. I mean, you're just really darling, and I adore you. I think you are just such a good human. I love good humans. So where is the love for this? Like, I understand somebody brought it to your attention that you're good at it, but where's your love for this?
I mean, I just love helping people. I feel like if I make a difference in your life and you feel better, you're gonna, it's like a domino effect. It's a chain reaction. Like your back doesn't hurt, so you're not gonna snap at that coworker. And that poor coworker that has something going on at their house that nobody knows about, they're gonna feel better towards that person. And I know that might sound a little corny, but I feel like it's a domino effect. I just want to make the world a better place. And I mean, I would love to have people start with their children at a young age to do even just do meditation.
Yes, yes.
Not so much Reiki, but meditation. I mean, I know that some kids can't sit still, and God bless those teachers that can, herd those cats in the classroom.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so that's where my passion comes from, that
Love
I
it.
really want to make a difference.
Yeah, yeah, and it's clear that you do. You really do, and you do make a difference with the people that you serve, and you
Thank you.
so wonderful. And I know that you just recently started working with a community. So if they give you a space, you'll come in and do communities and set up appointments for the communities to come in. So
Oh,
the senior communities are really loving you lots. So if you're somebody who is in a senior community and you think it's a good idea, reach out to Christina at 631-219-1200, and let's just get you set up so that you guys could get taken care of as well. So before we go into the last few minutes, because our time just flies by, I told you it goes fast. And you know me, I'm the Take Action Success Coach. I do want to mention that, there's certain things you could do now to help you even prep for having a massage or prep for getting an esthetician appointment, a facial or something like that. And so what action can people take right now if they wanted to just like start having more self-care? What little things can they do in their lives on a daily basis?
Besides the usual, I'm sure you've heard it a million times, drink plenty of water, drink plenty of water. You want your body to be a river, not a lake. When you drink plenty of fluid, your body's constantly working. Your skin is shedding, you're digesting, you've got things going on in your brain. Drinking enough water and hydrating is great for not only great for your skin, it's great for your clarity. Like I said, river. You want a river. You don't want to have a lake. You don't want things pooling and building up and collecting bacteria and lactic acid. You don't want that. And another super important thing is stretching. Stretching is something that scientists cannot physiologically replicate. And I said that super slow so you can ingest that. You could take a drug and you can weaken a muscle. You could take a painkiller. You could take a drug to stimulate a muscle. There's all different drugs out there. We all know this. But physiologically, what happens during a stretch, no science can replicate. Think instinctively what dogs do when they first wake up and they get that little
They do the downward dog.
downward dog.
I do the downward dog, baby. Yeah, they do.
Babies, little tiny babies. We're adults now. We have responsibilities. Our alarm goes off. Oh, I have to do this today. I have to do that today. You're
child
not thinking
pose,
about stretching.
right? Child pose and the baby pose, happy baby pose,
Yeah.
crossing your feet. Those are what they do instinctively. You're so right. I love that. So they should stretch. So drink lots of water. Drink, especially when it's hot out. Hint, hint,
Yes.
hint. And definitely do your stretches in the morning because you're right. We don't think about that. We just get up and we start doing our day.
Yes.
And I'll add go ahead, one more thing real quick.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention super quick. If you wanted to book an appointment, it could be a 60, it could be a 90. I have some people that they do back-to-back massage and facial. If you wanted to do a facial, but you wanted me to work on the neck and shoulders, legally I'm licensed for both. So we could, instead of just having a facial with some nice effleurage that most estheticians do, I can get into your neck.
Yeah.
Huge thing that's going on right now, it's a medical term, is text neck.
Yes.
Because what are you doing when you're like this?
You're
on the
rolling
computer
forward.
like this. You're like this. Your neck is down. You're going to be seeing a lot of that.
Oh my gosh, I have to have you back because there's so much more we need to talk about, but we have to go right now because my producer is losing his mind. So
Tell him I'm
no
tell him
worries.
to come get a massage.
There you go. There you go. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us today, Christina. I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate it.
having me.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you all for joining us today on Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. I hope we have earned the privilege of your time. Again, I want to thank our guest today, Christina Cooke, our beauty magician, 631-219-1200. Look for our show next Saturday at 3 p.m. on JVC Broadcasting and iHeartRadio. We can also be found on all major platforms and would be so grateful if you please follow, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, do them all. Until next time, I am Coach Lori Anne, America's #1 Take Action Success Coach and Strategist. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears. Let your life be filled with joy. Play a higher role, serve a higher purpose, show up for you, and show up what? Show up big. All right, you guys, have a great day. Take care. Ciao, ciao.